Many people look for work abroad not just for the salary, but because living at home becomes impossible, dangerous, unstable, and hopeless. And today's world only makes it worse. Wars, persecution, trafficking, corruption, and a growing number of people who are forced to flee rather than simply move. The most frightening part is arriving in a new country and searching for work blindly, grabbing the first offer you see. A mistake here can cost not just money, but your safety. So let's skip the theory. If I had to find a job tomorrow, within the next 24 hours, because I was completely broke and urgently needed money, here's exactly what I would do. In this video, I'll show you the fastest and safest ways to get your first job in the UK, where to look, what to write, which websites actually work, and which mistakes can get you into serious trouble. Many migrants get into difficult situations not because they're careless, but because they simply don't know the basics. They don't speak the language, they don't know which websites are legal, they don't know what documents they actually need for work. Often they're afraid to contact official authorities and have no understanding of how the labor market works. This makes them easy prey for scammers. Problems begin when migrants agree to work without a signed contract. They work in grey markets without proper documentation, and in these conditions they can be easily exploited. Employers may even demand their passport, which is absolutely unacceptable, or they trust shady agencies that promise everything: fast processing, good housing, a contract job. But in reality, the situation turns out to be nothing like what was promised. Many agree to work for cash, refusing official registration because they think it's faster or easier. But this is also dangerous. Without official paperwork, you have no protection. And the worst part is when a migrant is afraid to complain about poor conditions. Employers immediately notice this, exploit it, and the situation only gets worse. And this is where the real nightmare begins. You work, but don't get paid. Or you're forced to work for a minimum wage under conditions that are not just uncomfortable, but dangerous. As a result, you end up without money, without documents, and with no idea of what to do next. There are two types of people: those who prepare and search for work in the UK in advance, and migrants. But migrants who don't yet have permission to work are the most vulnerable. These are often asylum seekers, and for them, working illegally is especially risky because they're not protected by the state. In their situation, getting legal status and work authorization as soon as possible is crucial. If you're going through this process with a lawyer, an expert witness can prepare a detailed country report for the court, which can help your case. More information is available on our website. Recently, a man from Uzbekistan contacted me. He wanted to apply for a UK work visa and asked me to check a company that offered him a high-paying job. This company requested a £1,000 upfront payment for visa services. After checking, it turned out the company didn't exist at all. Cases like this are extremely common. So, where can you safely look for work in the UK? There are several reliable platforms that can help you find legitimate jobs. LinkedIn is a popular professional network where you can find vacancies across many categories and apply precise filters. This is convenient for migrants. Indeed is the largest job platform with a huge selection of vacancies and useful filters, though some listings can be outdated or duplicated. Reed offers a wide range of jobs with filters by salary, contract type, and region. Total Jobs also provides a large selection of roles in various industries with flexible filtering options. Glassdoor allows you not only to search for vacancies, but also to read employer reviews and salary information. This helps you understand the working environment, though reviews can be subjective. Gov.uk is the official website for government sector jobs in the UK. These roles are legal and stable, but often require specific qualifications. International companies like Google, Amazon, and Apple offer stable and high-paying roles with good conditions for migrants, including visa support, but competition is extremely high. Charities such as Refugee Action and the Refugee Council provide free support for migrants searching for work and adapting to a new environment. They offer safer paths to employment, though their resources may be limited and help may not be immediate. It's important to remember, if someone asks you to pay for a job, promises unrealistic salaries without experience, or offers work without documents, it's almost always exploitation. If you've seen cases like this, share your story in the comments. But how do you check an employer when you're looking for work abroad? There are a few essential steps. First, look at the company's registration number. Make sure the company is officially registered in the UK and legally allowed to operate. You can find this number on the company's website or request it directly. Next, check employee reviews. If there are no reviews or only overly positive ones, that's suspicious. Use platforms like Glassdoor for verification. Arrange a video interview whenever possible. This is far more reliable than communication by text or email. A real interview helps you understand who you're dealing with, and video helps you see the workplace atmosphere. If possible, ask for a contract before arriving. A reliable employer won't hide working conditions and will provide a contract in advance. This helps avoid situations where terms suddenly change at the last moment. Payment terms should be clear and transparent. You should know exactly when and how much you'll be paid and whether there are any deductions. If an employer refuses to discuss payment upfront, that's a red flag. Finally, the work schedule should be clearly defined. A reliable employer always provides exact working hours, breaks, and days off. These simple steps can help you find a stable and, most importantly, safe job abroad. If this advice was useful, subscribe so you don't lose the channel. And we continue. If you've just arrived in the UK and don't speak English or don't have work experience, don't worry. Normal jobs for migrants without language skills do exist. Warehouses, cleaning, hotels, kitchens, delivery, all of these fields offer jobs for people who are just starting out. And the important thing is, there is nothing shameful about this. It's just a temporary stage that will help you get on your feet while you learn the language and adapt. Many people start exactly like this, and that's perfectly normal. But even in these fields, you can encounter fraud and exploitation. How to avoid this? Always look for official vacancies on trusted websites like Indeed, Reed, or Total Jobs. Make sure you have a contract, clear payment terms, and that your work is fully documented. Do not agree to cash-in-hand work or jobs without official registration. This can lead to unpaid wages and financial trouble. If someone promises very high pay without experience, it's most likely a scam. Always check the employer. A bad job is temporary, a normal step to something better. But illegal work is slavery. Work only within the law, track your employment status, and don't be afraid to walk away from offers that seem suspicious. Following these simple rules will help you avoid danger and move forward toward a stable life in your new country. Finding work abroad is absolutely possible. Yes, it can be difficult, especially if you've just arrived or have no experience or language skills. But finding safe work is achievable. The key is not to go where they want to exploit you. Scammers and employers who offer perfect jobs often hide the truth. Don't agree to anything suspicious. Always check your employer. Moving to another country is not just about money. It's about dignity, freedom, and a decent standard of living. You deserve a safe job that gives you stability, not fear. Look for verified positions, protect your rights, and don't let anyone manipulate you. This was Maxim Karitonov. Use this advice to start a new chapter in your life.